Yo, what is up, guys? Super Pirate Ninja here with
K-Sean Lionel Davis.
and today I'll be talking about wrestling. I don't ever talk about wrestling. That's for one. I mean, I've really big,
First time.
Yeah, I have a really big smile on my face because wrestling's been my life since I was young. Like,
even me too. Like my most favorite, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Utmost favorite, Undertaker, definitely.
Like, wrestling's been my favorite for as long as I remember, and I can remember to around 4 years old, and my favorite character has always been Kane. I remember having fucked up memory time. I remember I was running around with Kane, and I ripped this nigga head off. I don't know why. I was mad as hell, and I just wanted to take it out on the action figure, and I was just like, bitch, and I just threw Kane, broke him apart. And I remember I had like a huge box of fucking action figures and whatnot. And when I look back, I was thinking like, oh, like, I mean, I do get older and I don't really play with action figures. If I do, they have to be collectibles to the point where like I might take them out, but like they're collectibles. You don't play with them like fucking kids do. The collectibles, something to look at. And maybe in the future, if I ever do get a lot of money, because I don't even do that with anime. Anime is my life. Anime and wrestling, I can't put them above one another because wrestling's been there longer. Like, wrestling's been there longer, but anime has made such an impact in my life. It's like I use it every day. Like wrestling, 3 or 4 years old. I legitly. Anime, 8 years old. Starting with Inuyasha, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z. So, but enough getting to that. I just wanted to say that. Any memories before we get on to the real thing of this video?
Well, I have to say one of my favorite memories, of course, because Stone Cold Steve Austin was definitely one of my favorite wrestlers. SOB, badass of the century. You know what I mean? He always comes in, drinks beers, raises hell, and things like that. Here's a perfect memory. All right, I was in middle school. And I remember coming from lunch, whatever, and I actually took 2 milks. I took 2 milks from the cafeteria. So when I did that, I actually went up into the bathroom, whatever, close to my next class before my next class came up. So I actually took these 2 milks. Because, so many times, even all y'all remember Stone Cold Steve Austin when he opens up his beers and he gives them, he gives it to the person, they cheers up, and before he starts drinking his, or while they drinking his, he Stone Cold stuns them, and he runs up to the corner of the ring, grab 2 beers, and just crack them together. That's exactly what I did. I kid you not, I took 2 chocolate milks. Went up into the bathroom, whatever, because I know it was gonna be a mess. So I went into the bathroom, whatever, grabbed my 2 milks, opened them up, both of them at the same time. Had my peoples around me when I did it, and I was like, crack, you know what I mean? And I just started drinking it and just started throwing it all over the place and just just storming out the bathroom, raising hell. Like that was like the most memory ever. Like that's why, Stone Cold has been my most ultimate favorite wrestler of all time, because he is the most badass out of all wrestlers. I don't care who, if you feel like Stone Cold maybe you feel like the wrestlers, some of the wrestlers are maybe different, comment on the bottom, let me know, but it's always going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Definitely gotta say that. Oh, true. But the real reason we're here for this video, because before I actually get into this, because it's probably gonna be a long ass video, because there's a lot of things we need to talk about regarding WrestleMania, wrestling, etc. I always want to make wrestling videos. I always want to do reviews on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, etc. Never had the time to do it. Anime was always, in my opinion, a first priority, and I'm changing that. My first review will probably be either on, maybe, I'm debating, most likely on WrestleMania, if not the WWE inductee Hall of Fame. WWE Hall of Fame. I might review that, all depends, but if not, my first review will probably be on WrestleMania. Then next on, I'll probably review Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. Have a few videos with
Keyshawn Lionel Davis. He's going to remember that name. I'm going to let you know that now. He is going to remember it. KLD, Keyshawn Lionel Davis, even though it's long. I'll just say KLD. It sounds a bit better. KLD.
Right. But yeah, we're probably gonna do some videos with him as well. But I will be doing it this channel because this channel is limited to a lot of things. It's unlimited. It's limited. Like I don't really have that much right now. I'm just shooting out unboxings, and I want to make this the home of unboxings and wrestling reviews because my my main channel consists of all anime and cartoons, mainly anime, but a few cartoons here and there. And I want to make this channel unboxings, first impressions, recommendations with wrestling as well. But finally, getting all that out of the way,
without further ado,
yes, we're going to be talking about Wrestle Mania and our preview predictions on the matches. And basically just talking about the matches and who we think is going to win that match. And, just like that, just want to talk about Wrestle Mania in the entirety. This video is going to be long. I can tell you that right now. And if it isn't, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be long. So just stay tuned and just, have fun. Sit back, get some popcorn, drink. I don't give a fuck. But, watching them, let's go.
Let's do it.
The first match is going to be Wade Barrett versus The Miz. It's the pre-show. It's going to be live on YouTube, Facebook, Yahoo, AOL, WWE.com, and other internet sources that you can watch that match. Now, I just want to say the build-up to this fight, Wade Barrett versus The Miz, I thought it was a really good build-up. Now, who I think is going to win, I think that's pretty obvious. Miz has turned on the latter side good, which is good. I don't like seeing him bad because when he did have WWE Championship, he was just a bad character overall, with his whole character. He was a good wrestler, but a bad character in the WWE industry. To see him good, hopefully he gets the Intercontinental Championship. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't get the Intercontinental Championship. It just really wouldn't surprise me because I can definitely see Wade Barrett doing some slick type shit and maybe counting out The Miz or doing some slick shit like hitting him with a chair while the referee's not looking or some shit like that. But hopefully I'm hoping The Miz is gonna win, but it looks like Wade Barrett's gonna win just because they had several matches together and Wade Barrett somehow seemingly wins every single one. And yeah, that's just me. I think The Miz is a better in-ring fighter, aka wrestler, than Wade Barrett. But it all just goes down to waiting and just me speculating who's gonna win. And hopefully The Miz is gonna win. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Wade Barrett is gonna win because most likely he is gonna win. But who knows?
I would say, well, you got two forces colliding. I'm gonna have to go with I'm just gonna throw it out there, because I'm gonna say, I feel like Wade Barrett might win this. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's like any given Sunday. That's how I feel about it. It might be. So who knows what's gonna happen? The Miz might end up winning. But I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna go with Wade Barrett in this one.
All right, Wade Barrett definitely he probably got the most pushed. And what I mean by most pushed, he probably got the most promotion wise, because when he came in NXT, all eyes was on him because he was targeting the biggest wrestlers there was that day, that year. And it was Edge, Chris Jericho, John Cena, Randy Orton, all those big wrestlers. He targeted them, and then he made a name for himself. And his name is pretty big. He's the Intercontinental Championship, one of the most prestigious championship of all time. You got to admit, So I'm gonna go with The Miz, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Wade Barrett is gonna win that one. Now, moving on to match 2. Now, I'm pretty sure the matches aren't gonna go like this in order. Just what we're talking about, just the matches we're thinking who's gonna win and whatnot, just in our way. So match 2, the Funkadactyls along with Brodus Clay and Tenzai versus Rose Scholars and Brie and Nikki Bella, the Bella twins. And in this one, I already know who's gonna win. I already knows off bat who's gonna win. And that's gonna be the Rose Scholars, Cody Rhodes, and oh fuck, forgot his name. Fuck. What is his name? I I don't give a fuck what his name is. But Rose Scholars and, you know, the twins, you know, Brie and Nikki Bella, I feel like they're going to win because of some sneaky shit. Like, these niggas do some sneak. Because, I don't know if you guys remember, because Brie and Nikki just came back. And when they were, like, I remember one time, Brie was champion. And they're twins. They're, like, fucking identical. So, when it was a one-on-one match, Brie, when she was just tired, she would switch in with Nikki, who's Nikki just fully healthy, and she would just do some like some attack type shit, and they'll win, and they'll walk out both as champions. I'm like, fuck, like I feel like that's gonna happen because this is a mixed tag team championship. Not championship. This is gonna be a mixed tag team battle. So. It's girls versus girls, but also boys versus boys. So it's gonna be really entertaining because you already know we got Cameron, Naomi with those, you know what I'm saying, dancing and shit.
Right.
So it's gonna be a very entertaining match. I'm gonna be really entertained because Naomi and Cameron, they definitely do got some skills to go against Brie and Nikki Bella because Nikki Bella and Brie have been in this industry for a good while, and you know I just want to see what they can do if they actually was in a match. You know, by themselves, and there was no sneaky business, who would actually win? Because Brie and Nikki Bella, they do have experience over Cameron and Naomi, but Cameron and Naomi aren't like average wrestlers. No, I feel like there's something special about them when it comes to being divas. So, in my opinion, I feel like Rose Scholars and the Bella Twins are going to win this one on some sneaky shit, but hopefully, I'm really crossing my hands for the Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi, along with Tensai, and Brodus Clay to win this one. I'm hoping, but who knows? I already know. All I know is come Sunday, it's probably going to be the most entertaining match I have seen in a couple years. What about you?
Well, I'm gonna say, like, because you telling me, you know, twins, they do some sneaky shit.
Yeah, they do.
Like, you know, like now that's WWE material right there. I'm gonna just put it right there. You know, do what it takes to win. You know, like Eddie Guerrero said, we lie, we cheat, we steal to win, basically. So if you got twins, exactly, we lie, we cheat, we steal to win. So if you got twins,
and also R.I.P. to Eddie Guerrero. R.I.P. Had to say
rest
that.
in peace.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Man.
Best,
R.I.P.
One of the best wrestlers as well.
Hands down. Hands down. No argument here. No, one of the best.
I would include other ones, but we're just gonna put it like this. But
yeah,
we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. So basically, you got basically, I would have to say, people that want to cheat to win. So you got someone that's exhausted, that got beaten down, that in the third, and then you got your twin sister that she's healthy as ever. You know what I'm saying? And they do a little distraction with the referee. She rolls out the ring and she jumps right back in, or try to jump back in and try to pretend her twin sister. You know what I'm saying? You try to pretend like her, and then you know that wrestler that's in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That
she gets confused.
Gets confused about it. And do some other sneaky shit. Definitely, hands down, I'm for it. I'm very for it. I believe in that.
I do believe do whatever it takes to win, but I mean, and then it kind of goes to show like there's no fair rules when it comes to fighting. But this is a wrestling match, and there are all rules. But I mean, hey, when the referees ain't looking, do what you need to do. So I'm all for it, but in my opinion, I want the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay and Tezai to win. I want them to win, but they're not. They're not. Just because on some Nikki and Brie, I swear to God, that I'm calling it. That's what's gonna happen. Nikki Bella's gonna verse Cameron, and then Cody Rhodes gonna do a distraction, and then Brie Bella's gonna come in, healthy as hell ever, do her signature move. 1, 2, 3, they're done. They win. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. But if it doesn't, and they win on some like cool shit, and clap.
Standing ovation on that.
Like that. So that's what I feel like. That's just mine, but you know, same thing. I mean, that's good. That's good.
I'm telling you, I go for do whatever it takes to win. That's point
we
blank.
Lie, we steal, we cheat to win. R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero. Match 3 will be Chris Jericho versus Fandango. I can't say the name. Don't really give a fuck. Yeah, I can already see that Fandango's intentions aren't good when it upcoming Sunday when we hit WrestleMania. Who I think is gonna win? Obviously, Fandango's going to win. Just because, for one, this is going to be his first ring in debut fight. And, you know, I don't think he's going to win on some bullshit. I mean, he might. But I feel like it's going to be a straightforward fight, and he's just going to win against Chris Jericho, because a win at WrestleMania is really going to be like all eyes on him. While Chris Jericho, if he does lose, he's going to be like, fuck it, I'll just give him at the next pay-per-view or next week on Monday Night Raw. So I feel like that's what's going to happen, and that's just me, because Fandango's has been getting too much push, and it's too much push to the point where if he loses, it's like, what is all this push for? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like. Fandango's going to win. Chris Jericho, he does stand a chance, but he's not going to win, and that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, I mean, let me tell you like this, because I grew up with Chris Jericho, and one of the most things I noticed about Chris Jericho, how he wins, you know, because he was, you know, at one time, he was the undisputed champion.
The first undisputed champion.
Exactly. So, one thing I know is about Chris Jericho, that he can definitely catch you on, and I mean, because I don't know about I know a little bit, I watched a little bit of with Fandango about him and things like that, but I'm going to tell you like this. Fandango, if Chris Jericho catches you on the walls of Jericho, you're not getting out.
You're done.
You're not getting out. I'm going to tell you that right now. He catches you in that the walls of Jericho, you're done. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? So, to be honest with you, that's two different, you know, they're two different. I feel maybe I'll be surprised if Fandango wins. I'll be surprised, because the thing is, I kind of really say I think Chris Jericho will win. Because once he catches you in that walls of Jericho, it's done for you. It's a wrap. You might as well tap.
Not unless, you know, you're really close to the rope, then I guess.
Yes, yeah.
But if you're in the middle of that ring, you better start tapping immediately.
Because he will break the walls down. Right? Like it says in his theme song, he will break the walls down, and you will tap out.
Break the walls down. Yes, Jericho. But match number 4 is Team Hell No versus Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Ziggy and Biggie. The fuck? Okay, probably one of the most anticipated fights, in my opinion, because I know the most anticipated fight is the main event, along with a few others, actually, you know. But this is one of the most anticipated fights, in my opinion, because I love Kane. Kane's my favorite wrestler, along with John Cena and Randy Orton. But Kane, I don't know why, but he's always been my favorite wrestler before John Cena and Randy Orton. So I feel as this match is going to really show what Kane can do. Kane, you know, has been going down in the ranks when it comes to, like, being very evil, sadistic, and fighting. But, hey, I mean, he's getting old, for one. And two, you know, he just trying to change new shit. I mean, being evil and sadistic takes it takes a toll on your body. You know, he just can't keep stealing girls year after year after year. I mean, people, like, the fans are really going to look at that dude like, shit. I mean, is that for real?
Like, is that really about him? That
right.
Really I mean, girls?
So I love how Kane is right now. For one, Kane talks way more, which is really cool. And these little segments, they make me laugh, and I love every part about it. But don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Kane is very sadistic. He just hides that shit. But let it be known, once that shit gets released, I wouldn't want to be right next to him.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't. The only person who can maybe, just maybe calm him down is AJ and Daniel Bryan. Maybe. Just maybe. But that's what I gotta say. But this match, I want to say Team Hell No is going to win. But the only way Team Hell No is going to lose their WWE Championship, because I feel like they are one of the best, if they lose, it's because of AJ, that girl. And she runs around and distracts Kane, because every time Kane sees her, he just gets distracted like a motherfucker. Like, he has feelings for her, but yet he's the one that broke up with her. So I don't understand that. But yeah, that's the only way Team Hell No is going to win. If not, Team Hell No is going to win. I mean, no, that's the only way Team Hell No is going to lose. If not, Team Hell No is going to win all day. That's my bet, and that's who I hope is going to win. That's who I hope, in my opinion. But what about you?
Well, I'll tell you like this. You said what team? What it was with Kane?
Team Hell No.
Team Hell No
versus Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston.
I was just asking the part where Kane at, because I'm gonna tell you this, Kane.
That's all you gotta say. His name right there is under
Kane. Come on, choke
slam
your motherfucking ass to the mat. To the ring. That is, I don't even care.
I feel like Kane has the best choke slam out of the three, which is Big Show and Undertaker, because Kane, he just, oh my, go on YouTube. Oh, well, I mean, Raw YouTube. I mean, duh. But, click on Kane's choke slams and then watch his choke slams compared to Undertaker and Big Show. That's seriously his signature. Like, okay, watch Undertaker do a choke slam to somebody and them kick out, but when Kane does that shit, 1, 2, 3, nigga, you're not kicking out of his choke slam. There's something about his choke slam where it's just, he really grabs your.
You know, and my most favorite part when he does it, it's like when he just starts.
Yeah, he just
holds it back.
Like, my favorite thing about it is like, he has this little thing right here, and he pulls it up a little bit, and then he's like, choke slam. He just does this, man,
just to set you up, and then like, gotcha.
And then I love how his hand, he just slaps your throat. Like, that's your throat. Like, especially if you're jumping from the turnbuckle, he just slaps your, like, bitch.
It's like, bitch.
Like, shit.
Like, wait a minute.
That's your throat for your ass, nigga.
I'm like, hold up, time out, bro. Time out.
There ain't no timeout. Fuck.
Talk for a second.
But no, for real though, who's gonna win? Team Hell No.
Team Hell No all day.
Team Hell No. Daniel Bryan, he is funny as well. Love Daniel Bryan. Ever since he's been teaming up, like I liked him because he was a really good in-ring competitor. But ever since he teamed up with Kane, I liked him 100% better. He's definitely one of my faves. Probably one of my top 10. But yeah, Kane all day, Team Hell No all day. Hopefully they still retain the WWE Championship after WrestleMania, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more skits and matches with Team Hell No. But my bets are Team Hell No, they're going to win. If not, they might lose due to AJ's bullshittiness. That's what I think. You know, that's what I'm saying. But match number 5, Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, self-proclaimed the world's strongest man, versus Ryback, the human bulldozer. This is a good match. This is a good match because you have two big bodybuilders, motherfucking big ass niggas who I would not want to be in the ring with. Right. Because, dude, we was watching. I think it was today, right? That was earlier today, and we was watching Mark Henry versus Big Show. Mark Henry put all his weight on Big Show. Like, this nigga, who the fuck? This nigga really just like jumped in the air like this, like, bitch, I'm gonna land on your face, bitch. And like damn, like nah, I would have it. Oh my god. But in this match, I want to give it to Mark Henry. I'm gonna give it to Mark Henry. People gonna be like, oh no, it's Ryback. It will be good because this is going to be like, if Ryback do win, it's going to be his first WrestleMania, and he is going to win his first WrestleMania. That'll be good, but I got to give it to Mark Henry. Don't disrespect Mark Henry. Don't look down on him just because, you know, Ryback, he's all in powerful. Mark Henry, he has a lot to show, and I'm going to go with Mark Henry just because I think he's going to just do some shit. Like, it might be on some sneaky shit, but a win is a win. You got to think about that. Yeah, he might have wanted some sneaky shit. Yeah, they might have wanted some sneaky shit, but it's still a win over you. In the books, it's going to be like Mark Henry, Ryback. Mark Henry over Ryback. He won against Ryback. Maybe it was a straightforward match, or maybe it was a sneaky match. He still beats you. So I'm going to go on Mark Henry just because I feel like he's a little bit stronger and he just has a lot more to give. But it wouldn't be surprising if Ryback did win against Mark Henry. But that's just me. I feel like this match can go down 50-50, but I'm leaning more towards Mark Henry in my opinion.
Well, I kind of would go towards, even though I know about Mark Henry, and
on top of that, Mark Henry has experience as well. You know,
that's where I was gonna get at. I was definitely gonna get there because Mark Henry, he does have experience. He does. But the only thing is the reason why I'm actually looking towards Ryback, because with Ryback, as you said before, it will be his first WWE WrestleMania win.
Yeah,
and let me tell you this: so much publicity so much publicity, beating the world's strongest man, even though others have done another time, and some of them he beat them too, but still, this will be his first, and there'll be so much publicity. That means he's gonna have so many promotions.
He's gonna get a whole bunch of push. You probably gonna be in like WWE championship matches, this, that, and the other. He's gonna.
And he also have a lot of fans. He will have huge. I know he's gonna have huge. I mean, he probably has some huge amount of fans. I understand that. YouTube, he got a lot of fans. But let me tell you something. This means a lot. So this is why I'm going for. I'm turning towards with Ryback. Mark Henry, I watched his experience a lot. But I'm going to go forward with Ryback.
Yeah, so I think this is the first time where we actually decided something different. I'm leaning towards Mark Henry.
And I'm going with Ryback.
But, you know, who knows? I mean, I'm not going to get mad if Ryback wins. I do care a lot. But in some ways, in turns, I really don't care. Because it's a match, and I know it's not going to be a disappointing match. It's going to be actually a really good match, in my opinion. I care to the point where who I want to see wins, but if Ryback wins, hey.
Big ups to you.
Yeah, so, but that's just basically it. Match number 6, The Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and I believe his name Roman Reigns. Those are all the names. They say the names a lot. That's why I remember it. So don't think I'm a fucking fanboy over them, because I'm not. I don't support The Shield. Believe in The Shield. Nigga, no, the fuck, I don't want to believe in you. But, nonetheless.
I don't believe that. They said The Shield. You know, The Shield actually really came from Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, cause I don't know.
Yeah, but The Shield is gonna verse Randy Orton, one of my all-time favorites. The RKO, the Viper, the Apex Predator.
Oh my goodness!
Shit, that's a lot to say, but it's worth it. Versus Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. Don't put it past you that he is a fighter. Sheamus is a fighter. Versus Big Show. That's all I gotta say. Big Show. This nigga's big, over 7 feet tall, and
over. They said the exact weight. They said exact weight was 495. 495.
Sometimes his weight goes up and down.
It goes up and down, but
right.
Sometimes they'll say 500 pounds.
Just to get like an estimate.
An estimate, basically, because he probably does go up and down. It all depends. But I remember one time they did weigh him up, and they said exactly about 495.
Sometimes he did lose some weight to the point where it's 430, to the point where it went to 515. So hey, it can go up and down. But nonetheless, who do you think is gonna win? Okay, for one, I just want to say this right now. When it comes to teamwork, the Shield has this all the way. All the way, putting a point blank. But when it comes to strength, the Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show has this. When it comes to strength. But teamwork is very more or so liable when it comes in this kind of match. And I'm definitely going to lean towards the Shield just because of that. Because I feel as you already know there's been some tension between Sheamus and Big Show. They've been in several matches over the World Heavyweight Championship. And they already got in some beats a couple weeks ago. And then Randy Orton RKO Big Show. And I'm pretty sure that's on Big Show's back of his head. Like, oh shit, I'm going to get that motherfucker back. So you never know if Big Show's going to turn. Because Big Show does turn a lot. Like, we already know that. We already know that Randy Orton and Sheamus has that connection. But Big Show, he's iffy. So it wouldn't be surprising if Big Show does turn on Randy Orton and Sheamus and have Shield defeat them. So I'm leaning towards Shield just because of the teamwork factor. But when it comes to strength, Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Shield. That's my opinion.
Well, I'm going to look at experience on this one.
All the way.
I'm going to look at it. Big Show,
Sheamus,
and Randy Orton.
Sheamus, they have too many experience.
Too much experience. Randy Orton, even though he lost in Wrestle Mania to the Undertaker trying to kill his streak, we're going to get into that later.
He also lost to Kane.
He lost to Kane. Even though he has that type of experience on knowing what to do. You know what I mean? So even though you got because I know you say before they have these little tensions between themselves that You know,
between the three,
between those three.
I mean, we already know. Like I said, we already know the connection with Randy Orton and Sheamus is good. It's been said and done. They haven't got any fairly few arguments. They haven't got to none. But when it comes to the Big Show, the tension between all three of them arises, and we gotta really understand, is that really gonna cost them the match? Because right now the Shield is undefeated, and we need to stop them at WrestleMania. But my fault.
That's all right.
But the Shield at WrestleMania, if they do win, they will be there for much more longer, and they will be getting the push that, I don't want to say it, they do deserve.
True that. I mean, that's what I wanted to say too. But I am gonna lean towards, if they can actually work together though. I'm gonna hold it like this: if they can work together, all three of them work together. Set your differences aside for the time being. Right now, this is a match y'all gotta face. Y'all gotta beat and win. And I know the Big Show, especially the Big Show. That nigga can knock down 3 people in one time. I remember watching him in a match in Royal Rumble that he did.
Shit, don't even bring that up.
I'm gonna bring it up. I don't care. That the Big Show. I swear, the Big Show would knock out anybody that's in his way. So that's why I'm gonna lean towards the Big Show, Sheamus, and Randy Orton, because all 3 of them have experience. And I believe and I have faith in them. If they can actually put their differences aside, especially Big Show and Sheamus, they can put their differences aside for the time being and win this match, and then deal with it later on. In time coming. Raw, SmackDown. Deal with that later. Right now, you have a match against the Shield. They have no experiences. Y'all do. Get the shit done. That's a advice from KOD. That's an advice from KOD. Feel me?
Live to fight another day. So if that opponent that you have to work with, live to fight them another day, but fight the battle that you're gonna fight right now, so you can get them out of the way, so you can face the opponent that you want to fight later on. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Shield. Another thing that we disagreed on, I'm leaning towards the Shield just because of that teamwork factor. Teamwork is so heavenly. Like, you gotta think teamwork. It has to be there, and teams has to be there. But in this case, I'm leaning towards the Shield. But if Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show do win, I'm not gonna be surprised, but I'm gonna be really, really happy, and finally we can get the Shield out of the way. But that's my opinion.
Right.
Match number 7, Alberto Del Rio versus Swagger. The tension has been so high in this fight, in this match. I cannot wait to see it, because Alberto Del Rio is going to cause havoc. I'm going to lean towards Alberto Del Rio. Simple. It's going to be simple. I'm not really going to talk about this match that much, because it's been anticipated, but I mean, I'm not really anticipating that much. So all I want to say is I'm going to lean towards Alberto Del Rio, just because the anger he has built up, and once he releases it, nobody's going to hold him back. That's all I got to say.
Wow, really? Woo, you got to wrestle like that? Man, you better watch the fuck out.
That's all I got to say. But, shit, what about you, though? Who do you think? Alberto Del Rio or Swagger?
Swagger. I mean, like, the thing is, I would say Swagger, of course. If you're a man like that, if you say nothing's gonna stop me from what I gotta do, and we had this tension ever since, ever since then, and now we got a chance to really duke it out in WrestleMania, I'm gonna go with Swagger, straight up.
Alright, Swagger. But yeah. But that was for the World Heavyweight Championship, by the way. That was for the World Championship, so that's definitely going to be a important match. But now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, the matches that really define legacy and destiny, in my opinion. Legacy and destiny. Hear my words. These are the 3 matches that define legacy and destiny. Destiny defines the match, because it's going to be destined who wins, and legacy shows the legacy of the fighters, the wrestlers that are going to be in this match. It is a single competition match, 1 versus 1, who's going to win. Right. The first one I want to be talking about within these 3 awesome legacy-defining matches is Triple H versus Brock Lesnar.
Woo. That is one of them. This is one I really want to talk about too, because I already know who I want to win. I already know who I want to. Oh man, you go first. You know you gotta go first and get your hands down.
All I gotta say is Triple H's gonna win his hands down because this is a match. It's no holds barred. It's in his area. It's in his backyard.
Yeah.
That's for one, and for two, it's his career's on the line. He can't afford to lose. He can't. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. He has been in the industry for a long time. He doesn't really appear in weekly fighting matches, every single pay-per-view. So if he does go out like this, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be happy, but it'll be a good way to go out. It'll be a good way to go out because he is getting kind of out of his prime and whatnot. Not to be mean or anything. He is getting out of his prime, even though I believe his prime is as good as he is right now. Right. That's what I'm saying. So I would be a little bit upset, but it'll be a good way for him to go out, for him to lose to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and be like, I'm gonna go by forever, not return. You know what I'm saying? Because WrestleMania, but WrestleMania always, but WWE will always be in his heart. But I'm really hoping that he wins. Hopefully he wins. It looks that way that he is going to win. But I'm hoping, let's see, it's in his backyard. I already know this fight is probably going to be the best fight, the best match in WrestleMania. Because when Brock Lesnar and Triple H step in that ring, it's not going to be a match. It's not going to be a fight. It's going to be a no-holds-barred kind of fight.
Everything goes.
No disqualification, no countouts, no ring outs, none of that shit. Everything goes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fight. Like, you want to fight me? You want to basically put my you want to talk about my wife, Stephanie McMahon, and I want to say about Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon, she is a rare type species, as when you get older, you get hotter.
Yeah.
Because
Vince, I don't know what you did,
but nigga, you did something.
You did something.
You beat it up. Okay, let me explain something to you.
You beat Linda up good. Like, damn, man.
Let me explain something to you. I don't want to say Stephanie was ugly back in the day, but she isn't as attractive as she is now. Like, whoa, shit. Oh my God. She rivals Beyonce and Kim Kardashian, in my opinion. She is very sexy, very beautiful. That is a one of a hell of a face. Like, I swear to God, trust me on this. Stephanie McMahon is a rare type species, as to when you get older, you get hotter at the same damn time. That's all I want to say.
I understand.
But for this match, I'm leaning towards Triple H. But like I said, it'll be a good way for Triple H to go out, to end his career, just like Shawn Michaels did against Undertaker when he tried to stop the streak. What about you?
Well, I'm gonna actually lean towards, even though I love Triple H, he's another favorite of mine, favorite wrestler, especially when the DX saga. Most DX.
Oh God!
When both of the DX, when China, Billy Gunn, the Ass Man, X-Pac.
You didn't know?
Road Dogg. That time. Oh, somebody. Even at that time, when he was with Shawn Michaels, when he was DX at that time, best time of that era ever. But I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar for this parent reason, okay? Because after a while with Brock Lesnar, he went into the UFC.
He dominated.
But then he kind of got his ass kicked. He did this. He was gonna.
He got his ass kicked a couple times.
He got his ass kicked a couple times.
I don't really watch UFC, but it was Brock Lesnar, so I had to definitely go back and watch a couple matches with him. And this nigga lost the match in one round. I was like, what the fuck?
This is Brock Lesnar. UFC was definitely not your cup of tea. Okay,
you can do some shit.
You can do some shit.
You can beat my ass. I know that for a fact.
You can beat my. If you can beat his ass, you can beat my ass.
We know that. We established that. But when it comes to in ring, nigga, boxing, that shit, it's not a cup of tea. You need to stick to whatever the fuck you do.
So watch this. Now, coming back to the WWE, and you win against Triple H, and you end his career, it's the same thing like saying, Kanye West going up against 50 Cent. And if Kanye's records, you know what I'm saying, beat his, he's supposed to go into retirement. So, and I'm just gonna make that as a similarity because, you know, Triple H's life is on the line, even though this may be his backyard. You know what I mean? Because he got the sledgehammer. He can throw everything. He can use anything in the world.
Yeah, he knows how to use sledgehammer.
He know how to use.
Like, he's the best person to use sledgehammer. Like, so, this nigga, hold up, like, just real quick. This nigga was laying down while he was holding the sledgehammer, and I believe it was Chris Jericho or Shawn Michaels. They were about to jump on him, and he picked a sledgehammer at the same time and hit their jaw. Like, not the jaw, their, what the fuck is this shit called? Chin, throat, whatever. Nigga, I just want to say, best person to use sledgehammer. Like, don't fuck with that nigga.
Right.
But yeah.
But the basic thing, I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar because him coming back to the WWE, beating Triple H, ending his career, that's gonna bring so much publicity back into his career.
And I definitely want to say, I mean, they both have. Okay, Triple H has everything to lose while Brock Lesnar doesn't. So if he does lose, it's just like, okay, and you know, I did lose to you, but I'm gonna come back even stronger. Now he doesn't do weekly. He's not on Raw. He's not on SmackDown. He doesn't do every single pay-per-view. So if he does lose, it's just gonna be the same thing as Triple H is gonna lose. They're just gonna go back to their house and chill and fuck their wife. I mean,
yeah, he's gonna fuck. I know Triple H is gonna fuck the shit out of Stephanie. I already know. The only Triple H, you ain't gotta worry about it.
All right, I'm not even trying to be. Now, it'll be weird if this nigga was watching this video.
I mean, like, I hope you do, Hunter. I hope you do, because if you do, I'm gonna let you know that now. You're one of my favorite wrestlers, besides Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You are a lucky motherfucker, because how does it feel to watch your wife get cuter while she gets older? Have you ever...
Have you noticed that? I mean, have you even noticed?
Yeah, well, for one, yeah. Have you even noticed that? For one, have you even acknowledged that?
If you have acknowledged that, you have a problem, bro.
And two, how is that fucking possible? Like, she was attractive all her years that I've seen her in WWE. Don't get me wrong, but she is way more attractive now than she was before, and I just want to say that. But enough talking about that because I feel weird, you know. Because if
you're watching it, I want, you know.
I know you're gonna beat my ass too, but you know, let's not take that into consideration because
if you are watching it, go ahead, comment down on there, and we'll, you know, the comment and contact us.
I mean, if you want some beef over the comment section, I will act so hard, nigga. But if you want to be face to face, you already know I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
We'll be a bitch about it. Like
I will admit, I am a bitch. If you ever try to face me with your 6 foot 5 feet tall ass, okay.
Yeah.
But next match, the second and final match that we're talking about. Probably one of the most important matches on Wrestle Mania, Undertaker vs. CM Punk. I don't want to go that long into this because what CM Punk has done is disrespectful to Paul Bearer, the late Paul Bearer, a.k.a. William Moody. Very, very tragic death. Very unexpected.
Sorry. My best regards. My best regards to the families.
Undertaker, Kane. I don't know if that is their true dad or anything like that.
But even to his actual family, my condolences to y'all.
Yeah. I don't want to speak too much on it because it is a heartfelt moment to Kane, Undertaker, and the rest actually of the WWE, because we do have to acknowledge he was definitely one of the best managers to ever manage a wrestler. He was the best, and to see CM Punk do this type of shit, and what last week on Raw, what CM Punk and Paul Heyman did, how Paul Heyman actually mocked Paul Bearer, it was like, you know, used this voice. I thought that was really sad.
Yeah,
like,
disrespectful. I wanted to jump in that screen and beat the fuck out of CM Punk, but I'm not saying I'm gonna beat his ass, because if I end up seeing him face to face, I already know I'm getting my ass kicked by that motherfucker. I don't care, but I'm just saying. That was some disrespectful shit.
Let me, I definitely want to say that was very disrespectful. You know, just a whole ritual and shit like that. And I kind of wanted to shed a tear because, you know, I have to acknowledge something. You know, Paul Bearer, he wasn't all of a bad guy. I mean, it was his character. I mean, I saw a couple, like, little interviews with him, and he was a funny guy and whatnot. And, everybody say he was really sweet at heart in person, you know, outside of WWE, and he was just a nice person overall, you know, had a different personality, this, that, and the other. So to see that definitely kind of makes me like want to shed a tear. So I definitely want to say, fuck CM Punk. I'm all for Undertaker, period, point blank. If CM Punk wins, like Undertaker says, the streak might end, but you will not live to talk about it. And I agree 100%. Period, point blank. That's all I want to say.
Me, Undertaker, you better win this shit. I don't give two flying fucks, okay? Because you have a motherfucking streak that can go into the Hall of Fame. I'm going to tell you this.
Not only WWE, but like all over.
All over. 21-0, I'm telling you this right now. Get there. 21-0. All right?
If you don't, then
if you can't do it, do it for Paul Barrett. Do it for him. 21-0 for Paul Barrett. Real
Paul
talk.
Barrett, yep. Hashtag 21-0 for Paul Barrett. Do it for him because I already know he'll want it. But yeah, a little sad moment right there because I definitely want to say that was so unexpected because when I saw that I didn't take it seriously, but when I actually saw the WWE fan page, you know, the real page actually say that, I definitely had to like acknowledge it and be like, he's dead. You know, we're not gonna see him anymore around Kane or Undertaker. You know, like, you know, having those little fun remarks and whatnot. But it was definitely a good time to see him. But I just want to say RP. My condolences, our condolences to the family, Kane, Undertaker, the rest of WWE Universe, and everybody who has connection to Paul Bearer, a.k.a. William Moody.
Right.
Now, the final match, and probably the most important match in John Cena's career.
The main event.
The legacy-defining moment. This match right here shows what John Cena can do, because John Cena lost his fucking match last year while I was very pissed.
Yeah, and I actually did, you know, watch that. I watched that for the very first time, you know, and at first last year, I actually thought John Cena was gonna win last year.
I thought he was gonna win too, but when I saw
when The Rock won, I said, "Holy shit!" The same way how they say in DCW when they be fucking shit up. Holy shit.
Like when Mark Henry fucking did a superplex to Big Show in the ring collapse. Holy shit. Like,
but I was chanting that shit all the time.
But for real though, The Rock, the WWE champion, will be going against the #1 contender for the WWE champion, John Cena. This is for the WWE champion, the most prestigious championship belt within the WWE industry and the whole company as a whole, and probably the most important match in John Cena's career, if not The Rock's career as well, because The Rock feels as he needs to put John Cena down once and for all, and John feels as he needs redemption. And that's kind of how Triple H felt, if I didn't mention that. This is redemption. This is a shot at redemption, but it means more than redemption, because The Rock says, you think you can beat me? I know I can beat you. But John Cena replied, and I quote, you didn't beat me. You cannot beat me. I beat me. And I believe every single word John Cena said, because that slight moment where he let himself down, let his guard down, he got himself beat. And inside, he truly, you know, he truly let himself be beat. Yeah. So I feel like John Cena's going to win this one. John Cena's going to win hands down. He needs to be WWE Championship, and he needs this shot of redemption. He needs it, because this was luck. This fucking match, how he won a Royal Rumble, got a match with The Rock, it was all the way super duper luck. It was luck, and luck doesn't run by all the time. He needs to win, and that's all I gotta say. John Cena for the fucking win. He's gonna win against The Rock, hopefully, and that's what I'm expecting.
Well, I agree with you. I'm gonna go with John Cena, and I'm gonna go with John Cena because, you know, when you said he won, you know, in the Royal Rumble and it was luck, I would want to say that this type of luck has changed into destiny.
Yep.
You know, as we was speaking before about legacy and destiny, John Cena winning the Royal Rumble was part of destiny. Okay, he was destined to fight The Rock. He was destined to fight The Rock to basically, you know, have redemption, to actually get it back. He want to prove to not only him, no, I'm sorry. Now he want to prove not only to The Rock, to the fans, but also himself that he can beat The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, cool ass dude. I remember watching you when I was a kid. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, I love every bit of it. Every time it's your jokes and things like that. Having, you know, it's calling somebody a jabroni. You can tell about you're gonna, you know, kick their candy ass.
And that's the problem with The Rock. The Rock's not taking this match seriously.
He's not. He's not gonna take it
and
serious.
He realized he's just gonna run through John Cena like it's nothing. And let's not get it twisted. If The Rock is watching this, let's not get it twisted. You didn't run. Dwayne, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. You didn't run through John Cena. You actually won on luck. And I want to say you won on luck because John Cena could have easily beat you, but you know, it was just that luck factor. But now John Cena is destined to fight you. Don't let your guard down because you will get attitude adjusted. STFU. I don't give a fuck what you call it. He will beat you.
He mainly will get you on the STF. I'm going to tell you that right now. And once he gets you on that STF,
you're done.
You're done.
But like I said, John Cena, you said, I think, you was like, John Cena, you was like, you think you can beat me? I know I can beat you. And that may very well be true. But John Cena replied like this. You didn't beat me. You cannot beat me. I beat me. Watch those words because they will come back to haunt you. John Cena versus The Rock. John Cena all the way for the WWE Championship.
Me too, John Cena. I know you from Massachusetts. Me too. I'm actually from Boston, Mass. You know, you already know. I know you rep the Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox. You already know. John Cena straight up all the way.
That's just us. But that's just it for this preview predictions. I told you I was going to be long. It's probably about around 45 minutes. Goddamn.
Y'all probably had to take a break real quick. Probably had to pause this real quick. Like, wait a minute, I got to take a bathroom break. Let me take a bathroom break. Let me come back and come back in here. Let me probably get some, maybe a pizza guy you probably ordered. And he probably came up, and you had to press pause. He probably looking at the shit, too. Something about, hey, what y'all over here looking at? Shit, nigga, we over here looking at this motherfucking review. Because we getting ready for Wrestle Mania. So, you know what I mean? Right. Whatever y'all did, I know it's been a minute ago. You know, it's been long. That's cool and dandy, whatever the case may be.
But, thank you guys for actually did stick through and watch this. I will be doing reviews and, basically predictions and previews on Raw, SmackDown, maybe some other wrestling kind of things. We might review the Hall of Fame because the Hall of Fame is definitely prestigious in my heart. I don't know about him.
Ouch! That just hurt. That really hurt.
No, I didn't want to speak on you. You know, I'm pretty sure you did, but I'm pretty sure it is especially to his heart because you know people are going to the Hall of Fame. Definitely the ones.
Especially the Undertaker.
He will.
He will. That's why you got to win this 21-0 because if you do, you're going straight in there, and I know you are.
But I definitely want to say this. I actually thought that the Undertaker was done after he got 20-0. Actually, I really thought he was done, but he was like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I may be old, but I'm gonna keep this shit going, and I love that. That's the will of fire. Naruto speaking for your ass. But enough prolonging this video. That's basically it for us. It was yours truly, the Super Pirate Ninja
and KOD.
And I definitely want to say this, our preview predictions. Please tell me in the comment section below what y'all preview predictions on WrestleMania 29. And once again, we're going to run through these matches like it's nothing. Wade Barrett versus The Miz, the world. WrestleMania 29 pre-show on YouTube, AOL, Yahoo, and Facebook, and WWE.com. Funkadactyls versus Rose Scholars mixed tag team along with Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, the Bella Twins, and also Brodus Clay and Tensai. Team Hell No versus Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler, and Big E Langston, along with on the side AJ Lee, Mark Henry versus Ryback, The Shield versus Randy Orton, Big Show and Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio versus I believe Swagger. What's his nigga name? Swagger. What's the fuck is that? I forgot his name. I don't give a fuck. for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, Undertaker versus CM Punk, and The Rock versus John Cena. All of those matches are legacy-defining matches. They are destined-defining matches. So yeah, that's basically it for us, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Super Ninjas out.